Alright guys, so let's talk about this year's MLS SuperDraft. So how I'll be doing this is I'll be going over the first round selections. So the expansion teams get to pick first, and this year we have one expansion team in the Los Angeles FC. So with the first overall selection of the 2018 MLS SuperDraft, the Los Angeles FC have selected João Moutinho, a Portuguese defender out of Akron. The LA Galaxy have the second selection, and with the second overall pick they also selected a defender, Thomas Hilliard-Arce, out of Stanford. LAFC have the third pick as well, which they acquired from DC United on draft day for allocation money. And with the third overall selection, they have picked another defender, Tristan Blackman, out of the University of the Pacific. The Montreal Impact initially had the fourth pick from a trade with the Colorado Rapids back in 2016, but traded it on draft day to FC Dallas for allocation money. So with the fourth overall pick, FC Dallas have selected a Ghanaian forward, Francis Atohene, out of Michigan. The fifth overall pick belongs to the Chicago Fire, which they acquired from Minnesota United FC on draft day for the 15th overall pick of the draft, goalie Matt Lampson, and allocation money. So they selected John Vaquero, a Spanish forward out of Wake Forest. And the sixth pick goes to Orlando City SC, and they selected Chris Mueller, a forward out of Wisconsin. Minnesota United FC acquired the seventh pick from the Montreal Impact on draft day for allocation money, and they selected forward Mason Toya out of Indiana. The New England Revolution got the 8th pick with allocation money from the Philadelphia Union on August of 2016 for a 2018 third round pick and forward Charlie Davies. So they selected Brandon Bai, a defender out of Western Michigan. And New England also had the 9th pick, which was their natural selection. And so they selected another defender, Mark Segbergs, out of Wisconsin. The Chicago Fire got the 10th pick from Real Salt Lake on draft day for allocation money. And the first midfielder selected in the draft is an English midfielder, Mo Adams, from Syracuse. The 11th pick goes to FC Dallas, and they selected Emma Tumasi, a Ghanaian midfielder out of Wake Forest. The San Jose Earthquakes selected Paul Marie with the 12th selection. He is a French midfielder out of Florida International University. And our first goalkeeper picked in the draft was Eric Dick out of Butler. He was selected with the 13th pick, which was Sporting Kansas City's natural selection. And Atlanta United FC at the 14th pick, and they chose John Gallagher, an Irish forward from Notre Dame. And the 15th pick was owned by Minnesota United FC, which they acquired along with goalkeeper Matt Lampson and allocation money from the Chicago Fire on draft day for the 5th pick of the draft. So with pick number 15, they selected a defender, Wyatt Omsberg, out of Dartmouth. And with the 16th pick, the New York Red Bulls selected Brian White, a forward out of Duke. The 17th pick goes to the Vancouver Whitecaps FC, and they chose a defender out of Washington, Justin Fides. Sporting Kansas City acquired the 18th pick with allocation money from the Portland Timbers last year back in February for defender Lawrence Olam. So with that pick, they selected defender Graham Smith out of Denver. The 19th pick goes to New York City FC, and they chose a defender Jeff Caldwell out of Virginia. With the 20th pick, the Houston Dynamo selected Michael Nelson, a goalkeeper out of Southern Methodist University. And Columbus Crew SC made it 3 straight goalkeepers, selecting Ben Lundgaard out of Virginia Tech, going at 21st overall. And next at 22 are the 2017 Western Conference champions, the Seattle Sounders FC, and they selected midfielder Alex Rodon, who they were able to watch closely at Seattle University. And the final pick of round 1 was selected by Minnesota United FC, which they got from the MLS Cup champions Toronto FC on draft day for a second round pick of the draft and allocation money. And Carter Manley is the 23rd pick, who is a defender out of Duke. So those are your first round selections of this year's MLS SuperDraft. And I'm sure most of these kids will make an immediate impact on their teams. Thanks so much for watching, please like and subscribe, and I hope you'll tune in to the next episode.